Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You can go to my website, stampin'up.net. Stampinup.net. And there you can see things in our catalog, the different products we have. You can place an order. You could, if you would like to have like a party, which we call a workshop, you can sign up there for that. We do, from time to time, we have some specials related to that. And at the taping of this, when I'm taping this, which is for May 19th, 2021, we do have both a sign up and special with their sign up if you want to become a demonstrator, and a sign up with and a special with having a workshop. These do change from time to time, so just if that's something that you're interested in, you can, at my website, you can see something there, the information there. You also can reach out to me through my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. You could leave a message here and I would do my best to answer you. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing with you some alternatives for our May Paper Pumpkin kit. Paper Pumpkin is a kit that comes out once a month, and it is $22, which includes the shipping. They do add tax, so depending on where you live, the tax could be different. Okay, so $22 plus tax, and it comes to your door every month. There's no obligation. You can get it just one month. You could get it, decide that, oh, I want it this month, I want it next month, no I don't, and then the month after you don't want to. So it's always up to you. You just have to let them know by the 10th of the month whether you want to receive that month's kit or not. This month it is a baseball themed one, and I will show you, I did make copies of these the way that they recommend doing it here. I have one alternative that I had made, like when I was showing this on my website, on my Facebook page yesterday, and then I have some more for today. So if you would like to see a little bit more in depth about the kit itself, if you go to my Stampin' Around the Dining Room Table Facebook page, you can see it yesterday. I will try to remember to put a link below for this. Okay, so this month came with, let me see it here. The stamp came with this stamp set. Whoops. Roll something on the floor. I'll put it on top of this white paper so you can see it a little better. It has, the big ones are, you're the greatest of all time, you're the best, all-star. It has ever, grandpa, dad, son, uncle, friend, brother, mom. And it has a baseball bat and a baseball cap. Okay, there. All right, and then the card bases, it has 3 of each. This one, which it folds here, so you would have like the pinstripes. 3 of this one, which again folds there, so the front is like the wood. And 3 of this one, like a starburst kind of there, but it's in red. So there's 3 of each of those that you get. They also have some things that are punched out that look like this. A baseball, all-star, some, and some bats. And where's the other one? And if I can get a hold of it, this one. So these are all like, you punch these out, they're already cut, you punch them out. Okay. All right, and on the back, they do show the color coordinating colors: bumblebee, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Real Red, Smoky Slate, Soft Suede, and White. Things have changed a little bit with how they did the directions. It's color on the outside like it always is, but now they also have color on the inside. And they do give more information about exactly how to put together what they have on the front. Here gives you a better picture of all the things that are included in that kit. They still have a few alternates on the back, and they have this now, the paperpumpkinhowto.com. If you scan this QR code, it'll take you to a video about that, okay? And they also have this web page, stampin.com/paperpumpkin-coordination, to give you some other ideas of different things to coordinate with this set. Okay, so I'm going to kind of clear the decks here a little bit. Oh, and the Stampin' Spot that came with it this month is Night of Navy. Okay. All right. So the things that this is the three that their three suggestions on how to do these cards. Okay. So this one they have like kind of made a circle of the they did send some white baker's twine, so they had you like a circle under that. Put this piece up, pop it up, stamp "You're the Best" on this little banner, and then they included, which I forgot to show you, these little dots, red and yellow. So 3 there, 2 there. Okay, for this all-star, on the pinstripe, they took 2 of the bats. They took this little red banner that they included, then 2 of the bats, and those are down just flat. Then they popped up the baseball, they popped up the all-star. The only thing they did differently than I did is they stamped Grandpa, I think it was, on here. Dad, something, I forgot what they just do it. I just had it. I can get a hold of it here. They stamped on there. Oh no, they did do sun. Sorry, I didn't. Part of it was the way I had it. It was going to be difficult to stamp it on there, but also I thought, I think I might like it more like this, and I might trim it down just a little because it is a little bit big, or it could put in some more of those colored dots on there. You could add it here. You could add it there, and just like, or pop it up. Okay, so, and then this one, they popped this up, this little piece up, and put it kind of in the center, pretty much in the center there. They made a little bow out of the baker's twine, and they put that down. And then on theirs they had Grandpa. I had put Dad on here. Dad, you're in a league of your own. And then the colors there. Okay, now I don't have anything on the insides of these yet. My alternative that I was showing everyone was this one, because I did have a friend, went to a birthday party for a friend a couple days ago, and I made this for him. And because I always have a hard time getting this in a circle whenever they suggest doing that, I decided to try just wrapping it around and just connecting each end, and then spreading these apart here, keeping those closer together there, just to give it something a little different. And then on the inside I took Happy Birthday. This happens to be from our Ice Cream Corner stamp set in our mini catalog. That is also in our annual catalog. The mini catalog we have right now is good until June 30th. Okay, and then I just put Happy Birthday All-Star and the bat there, and the hat I stamped off once before putting it on there. Okay, and I thought I had it where it is. I also decorated the envelope, which apparently I've misplaced because I'm not seeing it. But so on the envelope, I just put, let me show you the envelopes. I didn't show you them before. the inside of the flap has that decoration on it, and I stamped a hat on the outside and a bat like right here. So that's how I decorated the envelope for that one. Just look one more time real quickly through here. Do I have it so I can show you? But anyway, a lot of us do like to decorate our envelopes. Some people say you never should have a naked envelope. Okay, so, well, anyway. All right. So those are all I did show a little more in depth on, and I actually made this one and this one while people were watching, and my Facebook Live for yesterday, for Tuesday. Okay, so you can see those closer if you wanted to go to that. Okay. So I do have a couple of other alternates. I can have up to 3 here I can make for you. I played around with this. I cut off, for this one, I cut the front of this, which, if you cut it right there, this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I kept the 4 1/4 length there, and then I cut it in half. So half of 5 1/2 is 2 3/4. So this is 2 3/4 wide by 5 1/2. And then I made like basically it's a square, but I tipped it on its corner on the side to be more like a baseball diamond. I did that in red. And then and this is Pacific Point, which is one of the blues that they do have as coordinating with this set. And so I just took the baseball that they gave us that we punched out and one of the bats. These are all, everything's flat up till here. And then I popped up my little greeting here. Okay. And then I put a few of these. So I was debating, did I want it with a blue background or did I want it with the red? So the red, this is real red. So I thought, you know what, I'll make this one up and then I'll show you how I did this today while we're doing this. So put this to the side. And so this is going to go just a little bit, just tipped a little. And then this is also going to be flat. And I just have my silicone mat here in case so that if I go over, I'm not getting it all on my work area. And then this kind of like that. It's a little more like a baseball diamond. And this I'm just going to kind of put some on kind of in the middle. Like that. And then this, I'm going to put this here, but I decided I'm going to only put the adhesive there on kind of near the bottom. Okay. Kind of like that. Or maybe I want it actually maybe a little more like that. Okay. Then I was going to stamp this way. Let me just see where I had some extra paper here. Here it is. Okay, let's see, that's okay. So then I stamped "You're the Greatest." And where's that? Is this it? Yes. And I'm going to try it in the red here, real red. So I'm going to show you how I did that. And I am going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat because with clear stamps, you can get a better impression if you have something for it to push into. Okay, so you can get you can get one of these Stampin' Pierce mats. If you have a mouse pad, that can work. If you have a magazine, that can work. Just something that'll give it a little cushion. And then I used this, our Everyday Label Punch. Now, if you look, it's a little bit bigger. Oh, I should have trimmed that down a little bit. I have to trim it down a little, I think. Yeah. So, where's my trimmer? kind of forgot I had to do that part, but right here, so where do I want this? Right here, this is the area that it cuts in. And if you put the words just either on here or just a little bit above it, I did it just a little above it, so you get just a nice little, and I want to do the same here, so let me just, I think it's got to go that way a little, let me see, yeah, about like that, I think that's about right, so hope it should fit in there, well maybe not, guess it's just a smidge more, I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to, is that big enough? I'm going to need a little off the other. Because I want it so that it's just about, yeah, that's pretty good. And I'm going to show you because, see, this is really smaller than that. So here's what you do. You put it in from one side or the other. It doesn't really matter. And if by chance this is a little bit narrower than this piece, then you just would just kind of eyeball it so it's from top to bottom. And then you just pull it over to about where you want the edge of that to be. And you stamp that. And then you do the same on the other side. Okay. And then that would pop up with our dimensionals. Whoops. And is this the one I just did? Oh, this is the one I just did. Here. And I just put 3 on. 1 on each end and 1 in the center. Take off the paper covering that was protecting it. Okay. And then that goes like that. And then, so I had this one just in case that one didn't turn out very well, but actually it's pretty good. In some ways I like it a little better. It's a little darker, and I don't know if you can see, but see it looks modeled there. That's the way it's supposed to look. You catch it a little here, but not as much. It's got to be darker really to catch that. So I'm glad to redo that. But I had that as my backup in case, because you know when you're on camera, so many things can go wrong. All right, and then here I just put, and actually I may do this the opposite, yellow, red, yellow, just kind of like that. So they're not exactly the same, but you know, they're close. And I played around. Did I like it better on the blue? Did I like it better on the red? Did I like it better with this being red here and blue here? But I think this is the way that, and I even asked my son, what do you think? And he liked it this way the best. And that was his favorite, was the blue. So, but it just shows you like a couple different things you can do and how you can change something up just by changing the colors a little bit. Okay, so that's my first alternative I'm going to make today with you today. The second one, I decided I wanted to do something using our ombre paper. Let me just make sure it's still new enough that I'm still trying to learn all these names. So, and I'll admit I'm not as good at it as I should be. This is this one for ombre specialty paper. Wow, how hard is that? And it comes in 4 sheets: Gorgeous Grape, Mango Melody, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. So this is the Night of Navy. So what I did was I made a card base, and this is half of a sheet of cardstock. Cardstock comes, most cardstock comes 8.5 by 11. We do have some white, at least it's 12 by 12. But and so this is 5.5, so that's half of a piece, and this is 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. So the front is closed, it's 4 1/4 by 5.5. So then I cut this down to just a 1/4 inch smaller, so 4 by 5 1/4. And I thought, you know, I think I want a little something, but I didn't want it to be too big of a of a white. So what I did was I split the difference. So this is 4 1/8, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay. And if you want to figure that out, just, you know, the easiest way, because since we know the front is 5, I'll show you here. Let me just put this down. I try to talk well. I might get that off a little, but here's my, bring this up. So 5 1/4. So the card is 5 1/2. Okay, the card base. This is top to bottom. The white, or the specialty paper, is 5 1/4. So halfway between there is right here. That's 5. I said that wrong. Yeah, 5. So this was 1/4, which is 2/4, or 3, or, I mean, yeah, 1/4, 1/4. So or 2/8. So the next eighth would be 3/8, which is right there, right in between. And then for the 4 and the crosses, this is just 4 across, the other's 4 1/4, so it'd be 4 1/8, which is that line. So we have the whole 16th and 8th, okay, 8th and, okay. So sometimes a visual helps, and maybe I hope I didn't make it more confusing for you. Oop, where's my? Because I'm going to end up getting this on my surface here, and then I won't be happy because it'll be sticking, grabbing things that I don't want it to grab. There. Okay, and then this. Okay, there. So you have just that very small edge of white. All right. Then I decided I wanted to have like a little bit fancier label. So from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, I use this one. Okay. Now, I did practice, and I stamped first and cut it out, and then I realized that this will back up again if I need it, but I realized that if I had this up just a little bit more, I could put Ever down here. So I'm going to try that, and I thought I'll just have it because it's on the, it's a die, and I didn't want to have to bring out my machine right today. I have done that sometimes, but today I'm not going to. And then where's my navy? Oh, right here, hiding under some other things. Okay. Try to stamp this up well because it's, and grab this to try. I want to get the best impression possible. So I'm going to just move this up just a little bit. Obviously, I still want it within the, so just kind of like that. I hope I got that right. Yeah, it's not too, the best friend ever. So I'm going to put, let me just see, I can do friend ever, or friend ever here. I think it'll fit like that. Let me try it. Friend ever. I did it, yay. Got it all within. I was so afraid I might get it where the stitching was, but there. Now see, on this one, that didn't, you just have to play around with it. Sometimes it doesn't do it, but you know what, it's okay. Even though it's not totally dark like that, it is fine, and whoever you give the card to isn't going to care. And I'm going to know, unless you show them the other one. Here it is. I was like, what did I do with this? And they're going to be so excited that they're your best friend ever, they're not going to care. And I'm going to pop this up if I can find, here's my dimensionals. I'm going to put 4, 1, Let's see how that looks when I get 4 on. Sometimes I will put another one in the middle if it looks like, because, you know, it goes through the mail, it can maybe, so I'm just going to set it here for a second. I think that's okay. All right. I can get this all off here. There. And I'm going to put that, and I want to use, these are our, oh, they are called our blue, oh good grief. I had it, the name in my head earlier, and now of course I will find it real quickly here, I hope. Yes, they're blue adhesive back gems. Oh, how difficult is that? Blue adhesive back gems. Now, where's my, it's down here. Take your pick tool. Ah, did I drop it? You probably are all seeing it someplace, and I am not. I just had it. This happens all the time. I was moving a little bit here, but usually I can be sitting, nobody with me, sitting doing my stuff and not move, and can't find whatever I was just using. So I grabbed another one from across the room. Now, we have 2 colors. We have the lighter blue, which, let's see here. Get this off. A lighter blue and a darker blue, and I just want to see which I like better. Well, it might be this way a little more than on here then, but that's all right. So a lighter blue or the darker blue. I think I might like the lighter blue. Actually, I might do this just to make it a little different. Let me see if I like it or not. Sometimes I get these ideas and then I go, oh, do I want to do it this? Do I want to try this? There. I kind of like that. You may not, but that's okay. If you make one, you do it the way you like, because that's what's the wonderful thing about making your own cards, is that you can do it the way you like. Okay, so there's that one, and I have one more. We're getting close to half an hour here, so I'm going to try and move this along. This one, I want to do something totally different colors. This is So Saffron, and this is the paper from our Sand and Sea Suite in our mini catalog, which, again, as I mentioned earlier, that is still, that's still in effect through the end of June. Has some beautiful papers, and I thought, oh, I like the idea of the stars. Now these are starfish, but they're still stars. And then I wanted to do this. I'm going to redo it again, but I just wanted to practice just to make sure. All-Star Friend. So, oh, I got to clean off wherever I put, here it is. And I'm going to clean off Friend. I'll clean off the others that I'm done here, but that, because I'm going to use that. An All-Star right here. And I'm going to do that in yellow, and I'm going to, okay. Let's go, wait a minute, let me just see, is that, does it go this way? Not, why not? Let's go that way. I just wanted to be sure I got it going the right way. Okay, and I'm going to do that in So Saffron. Grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. All-Star. Friend. just let that dry for a second. And I just took a piece of the So Saffron. Sometimes I have small. I didn't have a smaller piece. A lot of times I do, but I didn't this time. And now, so I'm going to trim this out. I'm going to put that just in the middle like that. And then, because I want this just a little smaller, if I can get this. Whoop. Came through too far. Just carefully move it over. I use that there. So just like I made it bigger before, you can also play around with it to make it a little smaller. And then the other thing I wanted to do, because see now that's shorter, but I wanted a little yellow to show on the top and bottom, so I just took some scissors and just like that. Or you could use your, if you don't think you can get it straight enough. Oh, I didn't make that. I did the first one okay. This one's not so good, but you can also use your trimmer anyway. Right there. This one's maybe a little better, so maybe. Okay, yeah, that one looks a little better. So I think I'm going to use that one. So I messed this up a little. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't like how it looks on the bottom because I got too close to the... See, you want to kind of keep those little curves in there if you can. So, this I'm just going to... Well, maybe. Where's my... Come on. Sometimes it doesn't... It kind of catches. There. There. This I'm going to put right on here. Try to center it as best I can. And then I am going to pop that one up. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use, these are called Genial Gems. I'm going to use those. I think I'm going to do it like this. I thought I could put it on. Could have put it on here if I wanted, but I decided I really want it. And maybe one of the littler ones over here in this smaller one of these smaller stars. Kind of like that. I feel like I need a little more. I don't know. Of course, I'm not going to find what I wanted, the ribbon I wanted. I should have thought of that earlier, huh? Let's see real quickly. Well, this isn't the one I was thinking of. I've got one that's a different gold ribbon, but let me see if I like this with this. And it was right here. Now, of course, I can't find it. Oh, that might go. That may be fine. And maybe just make a little bit of a bow. And later I'll add my sentiments inside when I decide exactly when and who I'm giving all of my things to, because and what occasion. Maybe I'll put that right there. I think I might put that right there. And I'll just use some glue dots for that. Oh, I just frayed the end of that. Trying to fool in with it a little bit there. Okay, darn it. Let me just see if I can this just a smidge more. There. Don't play with it anymore, Sonia. Just put it right up here. No other than looks a little too. There, and I'll just trim this one a little bit shorter. And there we go. There we have it. All right. There are the decks here. So you can kind of take a look at everything one more time before we say goodbye. I'll close this up before I put my finger in it, or which I just did closing it. But anyway, that's okay. So you can take a look at the cards that made today. There's that. And let's pull this down here a little bit. So, all right. So there's my website again, Stampin' Around the Dining Room Table, Stamp Around the Table, that's stampinup.net. My name, Sonia Ranger, and my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. If you like this video, if you give me a thumbs up, that would be great. And if you, and I'd really appreciate that. I really appreciate if you have not subscribed, if you would subscribe to my channel. Okay. My Facebook page, my Facebook Lives, I have on Tuesdays at 10:45 and Fridays at 1:45. And then here, my YouTube on Wednesdays at 7:30. And thanks so much for stopping in today. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.